I just got word of a true Diva Down situation.
Dance Moms alum Christi Lukasiak was arrested on DUI charges after crashing into a tree.
Dance Mom star Christi Lukasiak was arrested for driving under the influence.
You see how I drive? Very sober. Very not drinking alcohol. Very not endangering anybody's life. Very demure. I'm not like you crazy girls. I don't get behind the wheel after I've had 17 drinks and I'm ready to just road rage. Not demure.
Steady trying to find the motive. Why do what I do? And freedom ain't.
Well, that definitely did not age well at all. Hey guys, it's Jordan Sparks. Welcome back to my channel again. In today's video, we are going to be covering Christi Lukasiak's DUI or DWI, driving under the influence, driving while impaired. It depends where you live, what we call this charge, but I decided I'm going to cover this video. I was going to do this in the middle of the summer when she originally got charged, but I was taking a break from YouTube and I was like, we'll get to this later, I guess. So here we are. There are some advancements in the case. There's some things that I just heard about recently that I had not heard of about this case until recently. So basically a driving under the impaired or driving while impaired or driving under the influence. This is a charge that you get if you have been driving drunk or while you've been driving on other kinds of recreational drugs. And so that's what happened to Christi Lukasiak, and we are going to get into the nitty-gritty of this case, but I'm also going to lay out everything on the table, tell you guys what happened, where it happened, who was affected, if anybody passed away, if there were any people that were endangered by this, if there was any people that were injured. We're going to get into all of that. Whether Christi's going to have her license anymore, what happened to Christi, PSA, she's been in hiding. And we've also got some more information towards the end of this video where I'm also going to be covering what happened with Elev dance competition. So all of us were looking forward to Chloe's dance competition. It was like this huge thing in the works for so many years. And then that dance competition ended up being canceled. There is a lawsuit in the works between friends. So we've got a lot to cover in today's video, but before we hop into it, I just want to say welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys to all of you that watched my last video comparing the old dance moms to the new dance moms. And many of you have asked me to do some more dance moms reactions, to do some more videos on the topic, to finish watching this new dance moms in general. I've still only seen the first episode, so if you are interested in that, subscribe, stick around. I will hopefully be making more videos on dance moms, but let's get into this crazy story with Christi Lukasiak.
According to a criminal docket obtained by Page 6, the reality TV star was booked by the Murrysville Police Department for the incident that took place in Westmoreland County, Pennsylvania on June 27th. The filing states that Christi, who was on the hit show with her daughter Chloe, is due to appear in court for a preliminary hearing on August 13th.
Christi from Dance Moms got arrested because of a DUI the end of last month. Us Weekly released this article after they got a hold of the court documents, but it shows that Christi on June 27th of 2024 was arrested in Westmoreland County, Pennsylvania, and charged with driving under the influence and is set to appear for an original court date on August 13th. I guess while driving home, she crashed her car into a tree, which left a telephone pole hanging. And according to TMZ, Christi had bloodshot eyes, slurred speech, and the officer smelled alcohol on her breath. Christi did say that she had 2 glasses of wine before getting behind the wheel, but in the article it doesn't say anything about her having to do any sort of sobriety test or what the number on the breathalyzer said.
So just like all investigative journalism, we seem to have a little bit of slurring, no pun intended, of the facts, but it seems that some people say that she was asked to do a breathalyzer and that it came back positive, and other sources say that that didn't happen initially, but Christi was booked in August, and there have been some updates to the case already, so we're just going to get into the multiple reportings of this, and then we're going to get into the updates.
According to TMZ, she was driving when she crashed into a tree, causing a telephone pole to fall suspended over her car. Authorities on the scene reportedly described Christi as having bloodshot and glassy eyes, talking with slurred speech, and breath smelling of alcohol. She reportedly admitted to drinking 2 glasses of wine before getting into the driver's seat. Christi agreed to take a preliminary breath test, which reportedly came back positive. She also did a field sobriety test, which determined she was not capable of safely operating a vehicle.
That's all we know right now. I mean, this is a news story, even though it happened at the end of June. The documents have just started to get obtained by, different media outlets, but I think we'll know more over the coming days, and we'll see kind of what happens when she goes in for her preliminary hearing on August 13th. But I don't know. She's most likely gonna, not be able to drive for a little bit, have to go to some sort of wellness center. I'm just trying to think of what happened after Shannon Beador just got her DUI. They're in similar positions as reality stars who did this. So wellness center, not being able to drive, stuff like that. And I hope she just takes accountability for it.
So I definitely was not exactly shocked when I heard about this story about Christi. She says that she's not an alcoholic. She says that she doesn't have any drinking problems, and she would lie very frequently about drinking, but it's blatantly obvious whenever Christi is drinking. I think that she was drinking for that entire Dance Moms series that she did after the Dance Moms reunion. I thought that she was impaired during all of those. I questioned whether or not to talk about this at all, because I'm like, well, we love Christi, and we're big fans of Christi. But at the same time, I'm like, that doesn't mean that she should not be held accountable. She should definitely be held accountable. This is a story that people need to be talking about because she put other people's lives in danger. This is not just some, isolated incident either, so oh boy. So as you know, it is now September 19th, and her first hearing for August 13th will have already passed. According to the court documents, her attorney told People that she had not yet entered a plea for the charge. Her prior infractions were for violating rules on the Pennsylvania Turnpike in 2014, driving without proper inspection in 2015, and speeding in 2021. And Christi was in fact driving her Audi Q7, and that is what she crashed into the tree, essentially totaling the vehicle. So after this August 13th hearing was over, Christi now has a DUI/ARD hearing on September 18th, which was yesterday. Christi may already be under restrictions or on an optional program, and the result of her DUR/ARD hearing depended on her adherence to these, but no details are available as of yet. That was the information available as of yesterday, so I can't actually find any available updates as of the court hearing from yesterday, but over on the subreddit it says, I don't like that outcome of Christi's first hearing. They said one of the biggest reasons American courts don't crack down hard of traffic violations like speeding, driving under the influence, and distracted driving is how car-centric American society is. Courts are highly aware that removing someone's license may prevent them from being able to work, get groceries, take their children to school, or attend medical appointments. They are very aware of how many people feel pressured to drive anyway, facing more citations and fines and restrictions that they need to drive anyway through until some breaking point. They are very aware of the lost license to doing criminal activities to get by pipeline. The best way you can fight against this is to fight for pedestrian, bike, and public transportation infrastructure, and for mixed-use zoning, which allows more goods and services to be available in/closer to residential areas. What are your options for getting to work/school without a private vehicle? Find what problems are preventing you from being able to walk, bike, public transport, and write to your city about them. A lot. That is what this Redditor is suggesting. Now, in the comments over here, it says, just for accuracy, in the first line on what is happening, it states her vehicle hit a car. In fact, reports state her vehicle went off the road and hit a tree, also bringing down a telephone post. No other car was involved. Might be worth correcting, as hitting another car would be a more serious incident. And somebody says, thank you for pointing that out. I made the error because I was thinking a lot about cars. So it looks as if Christi drove off the road and she hit a tree. But it also looks like the journalism is going back and forth and that we're getting mixed stories. I do believe, based off of how many stories that I have seen, that she probably did hit a tree. That doesn't mean that there were not people in danger because of her driving. Anytime that you step on the road and get behind a vehicle while you are intoxicated, you are putting yourself and everybody else on the road's lives in danger. So it is still a serious infraction. Which is why I was pretty shocked when I came across this comment on the Reddit that said, I cannot believe this many people care about a simple DUI hearing. But I appreciate the mega thread because I'd rather not seen tons of repeat posts. And I'm like, just a simple DUI? I more so agree with this other commenter that says, she should be very grateful she didn't kill herself or an innocent person. Thank God it was a tree and not another car or pedestrian. Honestly, I think that people are way too lackadaisical. I don't think people use their minds when they think about the actual seriousness and the gravity of driving while impaired, because it is not a simple DUI hearing. It is not a simple infraction. This other person says, I think people are really expecting it to be like a trial, all of Christi's sins laid bare. And it's just not going to be. This is mostly an administrative matter. Some people for sure are just looking to pick it apart no matter what. Like, there are actually interesting cases right now that are very entry-level friendly. Logan Paul using a YouTuber for exposing his crypto scam, or Billy Mitchell, former Donkey Kong world record holder, suing everyone who talks about his cheating scandal. It takes a lot more work to make a DUI interesting, unless Christi shows up drunk or something wild. And somebody else responds, 100%, the court isn't going to care what's going on with Diane or BTTB or Dance Moms. They will care about Christi driving while under the influence. Period. And I think these commenters on this Reddit thread are literally losing their minds. Like, this isn't a reality show. This is real life. This is an actual person getting behind the wheel and driving under the influence, driving while literally drunk, and can be putting anybody on the road's lives at danger. This isn't about getting clicks. Like, why are we comparing this to Logan Paul or any other case in terms of entertainment value and having a video to make out of it? That's literally insane to me. The reason why people are covering this is because Christi Lukasiak is driving drunk. Some people would equate drunk driving to that of, like, attempted murder. Like, you're literally putting people's lives at danger. This isn't about having a clickbait-worthy story. It isn't going to be a giant trial. It is literally going to be a DUI case, exactly what it is. This isn't about dragging up everything that Christi has ever done. That has nothing to do with anything. The only thing that is important is that she has a history of drinking and a history of driving while under the influence. Well, you guys, that is about all of the updates in this crazy Christi Lukasiak DUI DWI story. I honestly would just like to know what you guys think. Do you think that she should be back on the road? Do you think that she should be forgiven? Do you think she should be in hiding?
Christi and Chloe Lukasiak are suing Elev co-founders Diane and Brittany Pent, which looks like it's leading to the end of Elev in the very first year. Diane took to social media to share about all of it. She said, as a co-founder of Elev, my daughter and I were served legal papers from the Lukasiak's attorney without prior conversation and completely blindsided. It stated that they wanted us removed as part of Elev. My daughter was the backbone and creator of the competition and played a significant role in its success. We are currently in a legal situation and it will not be resolved for a 2025 season. We have asked for the Instagram to be taken down as posts are greatly misleading. Studio directors, I would do what is best for your studio and move forward for your 2025 competition season. I would personally like to apologize for all of our directors and studios, dancers, and ambassadors for the lack of communication earlier, as we have not been able to share the information. It is very disheartening that the posts for Elev continue to be posted when they know this. This is an absolutely crazy thing out of nowhere because of the fact that the Lukasiaks and the Pents have been longtime family friends since before Dance Moms even aired. It is kind of sad to see this competition break apart so quickly because of the positivity that surrounded it and how excited all parties involved seem to be about it. A lot of people have pointed out that this does 100% seem like a Christi move, and it's kind of crazy that it is because people have said that they wonder why Christi would want her name attached to it when she's been going through the trouble she has, instead of letting the Pence and Chloe just run it, rather than getting them kicked off and it just being a her and Chloe thing. This also seems like a wild thing to throw on the Pence, with them struggling through the loss of a husband and a father. Diane lost her husband, Brittany lost her father back in April, and obviously they're still in that grieving process. So maybe a break from the competition would have been smart for all parties involved due to the year that all four seem to be having. But a lawsuit is wild, and trying to get the Pence removed when they have had such a huge part, it's crazy. Obviously, we don't know what's going on behind the scenes, but this came out of nowhere. I really thought Elev was going to make it and be such a great competition and such a positive environment from what I've heard from other people. It has been.
And what did you guys think of the whole Elev dance competition thing? To me, it is so American and so crazy to see people going and suing their own friends, only in the United States of America. But also, as a Canadian, I'm Canadian, you guys didn't know. For any of you other Canadians, hello. But I'm just like, as a Canadian, I try to not do business with friends. I don't enter into a business with friends. Not demure. I mean, I could, but I'm like, there's very few friends where I would put our friendship and our relationship on the line to go into business together when that's just probably not going to work out. Anyways, let me know what you guys thought of all of that down in the comments below. If you would like me to be reacting to this new season of Dance Moms next, or if you would like me to be reacting to some of the dances specifically and bringing back the Dance Coach React series, definitely let me know. But that is it from me for today's video. Love you guys so much, and I will catch you in the next one. And as always, don't forget to be weird, be wild, and stay sparkly. You're watching Jordan Channel.